Okay.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and Happy New Year. You know, I'm really glad our New Year's didn't get taken over by the robots and we had to, like, fight them off to save humanity. I am filming this before New Year's, so I guess that could still technically happen. We're gonna have to wait and see. Now, before we get on with the video, I wanted to address something really quickly. There's a lot more of you for this video than there was when I filmed my last one, and that is because my last video kind of popped the flip off. It's so stupid. Yeah, I uploaded my video about Strange Kevin on TikTok, and it's like my most viewed video and got me so many people that are now subscribed to my channel. So if that's you, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for subscribing and joining me. Just wanted to say thank you guys for watching that video, and I really hope you enjoyed this one too. So let's go. Now, if you're new to my channel, then you may not know this, but at the very start of my channel, I kind of did a lot of videos about alpha males, but then I got to the point where I felt like I was making too many, essentially making the exact same video over and over. I've decided to give it a rest, and I graduated from the University of making fun of really creepy, weird dudes. I knew if I ever revisited the topic, it was going to have to be a very special occasion. By God, we got that today. I was able to find the account we're going to be talking about today thanks to Elon's Twitter algorithm being almost as busted as his cars. And I think when I first saw this account, I genuinely thought like it was satire at first. It still could be, but we're going to get to that. So today we will be looking at the Twitter account of Nick Adams. Oh, I'm sorry. Nick Adams, alpha male. You know, I think I've said this before, but when you proclaim how much of an alpha you are on like this level, it kind of makes me doubt your credibility. Unless Nick Adams is like his stage name and his full legal name is alpha male. All right, I have an order here for alpha male. Oh, yep, that's me. Thank you. What the fuck is this? Like, what do you think? Is this some kind of joke? Do you think what you think is funny to make me say alpha male to call you an alpha? Are you validated? Do you feel validated? Now, I found out I actually interacted with Nick on Twitter a couple months ago without even realizing it. He tweeted asking if Halloween was satanic, to which I replied with the link to my video, which covers that entire topic, which I guess worked because now I have a lot of views on that video. So thanks, Nick. Now, if we look at his Twitter account, the very first thing we're going to see is that he's a best-selling author endorsed by President Trump. Now, I promise I'm not going to jump into politics here because it's like a whole headache I want to save myself from. You can't deny that he's not the president anymore. Like, if I went back to the Taco Bell that I worked at when I was 18, do you think that they're just gonna let me walk right back there because I used to work there? Guys, come on, I know you have more nacho fries back there. Just give me some more and I will leave, I swear. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm in the middle of editing right now, and there was something I realized I forgot to leave in the video. I was curious to see what Trump's endorsement of Nick Adams was, so I scoured the internet and couldn't find anything. The only thing I could really find was like one tweet where he was just like, hey man, thanks for writing a book about me. Nick uses that to act like they're like friends and like business partners or something like that. It's kind of like when your favorite person like replies to your comment or something. To you, that's like the most insane thing in the world, but to them, they're not going to remember you exist after that interaction. Let's keep our standards here realistic, Nick, okay? I'm going to bring that up real quick. It's not the last time you're going to see me, so bye-bye for now. Now, you may also notice in his bio that he's Australian by birth, American by choice. Wowza. Now, I'm not ignorant to the fact that America is not the worst country in the world to live in. I'd say there's a pretty steady decline. Like, I'd probably hesitate before picking America, if that makes any sense. Maybe Nick came to America because he got beat up by a kangaroo and was just too embarrassed to admit it. He looks like he could get his ass kicked by a kangaroo. Looks like he could get his ass kicked by Kanga and Roo from Winnie the Pooh. Now, a minute ago, I mentioned that his account feels like satire, and you were probably wondering what I meant by that. Here's Exhibit A. If you're on a plane that needs to make an emergency landing, do you want a male or female pilot? I don't know, Nick. Which would you prefer? I just genuinely can't tell what his like intentions were with that tweet. Like, imagine if you're on a plane that's about to go down and like that's your first concern. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are having some issues with the engine on the plane, and if we don't make an emergency landing soon, there will be some issues. But rest assured, as your pilot, I'm making sure that we will all land on the ground safely with no issues. What the fuck? Is that a woman? No! I love how every reply to this is actually saying that it doesn't matter. Even this guy who says, I agree 100%. Just get those pronouns out of your bio, you woke loser. Oh. Just when I thought you could trust a man named Cooper to support gender equality. Now, you might be wondering what Nick's deal here is. And to be honest, I don't fucking know either. But I think this tweet gives some insight for us. I am an alpha male. I don't play Fortnite. I don't press 1 for English. What the fuck do you do? He's like been on hold with AT&T for the last 12 years. Like, if you just push the button, they'll be able to help you. Oh, no, can do. I'm not giving into their woke agenda. The way that tweet reads makes me think of Eddie from Stranger Things in that cafeteria scene. I don't play Fortnite or press 1 for English. I don't use paper straws or oat milk or support Joe Biden. What's up? Oh, you thought I was going to do the whole, like, the thing? No, I'm not. Now, if you're also wondering where else Nick's priorities lie, he also had some beef with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. When did they decide butter needed to be canceled? They've been around since like the 70s, I think. Country Crock, Land O'Lakes have been there the entire time. You have options. He gets weirdly upset about dairy substitutes a lot. If substitutes for dairy make you that upset, just take a couple more steps down the aisle, and then you're fine. I think Nick can only drink milk if it comes from the cow's teat. Or his mother's. Now, before we move on, I just wanted to bring up this fun little moment. Nick had a little string of tweets that I think could go in the Internet Hall of Fame because they were that ridiculous. First, he tweeted about how women athletes should definitely not be paid the same as male athletes. All right, cool. I get what...
Fuck no, baby!
And then a whole minute later, he says that he's the least sexist, misogynistic person you'll ever meet. And then like a few minutes later, he tweets that you couldn't pay him to watch women's basketball. So which is it, man? Yeah, man, I respect women fully as long as they're not trying to like play sports or, you know, try to get a job or, you know, try to leave my basement. After looking through his account, I think the only way Nick would respect a woman is if she's wearing a Hooters uniform.
Put down the pumpkin spice latte, put down the tofu, and go to Hooters and get yourself a cold beer, some chicken wings, and a good-looking waitress or 5.
First of all, Nick, you look and sound like a Jeff Dunham puppet. America won't be back on track until parents take their sons to Hooters again. Okay, look, full disclosure, I myself have never been to a Hooters before. I can say anyone I've ever heard talk about it has never brought up the food, which leads me to believe the food is either like okay or maybe it's just not good. And if that's the case, then you're putting yourself through eating wings that may not even be worth it just so you can teach your kids how to make women uncomfortable. This dude is fucking ride or die for Hooters, to the point that he suggests you go there instead of Pizza Hut. So he's mad at Pizza Hut's children's reading program because they included books about drag queens, in case you needed actual evidence that this dude is like a pretentious fuckface. But I fail to see the correlation between Pizza Hut and Hooters. Well, I had a really long day and I was gonna just order in a pizza and relax, but now I think I'm gonna get dressed again and go dine in at a restaurant with shitty wings so I can look at titties. He even says that what the fuck? He even says that the next generation of kids needs to be raised on the Bible, Kid Rock, and Hooters. One of these things is not like the other. I'm back. Like I said earlier, that wasn't going to be the last time you'd see me, and that is because some news came out while I was in the middle of editing that was too relevant to this not to share, because Nick himself had to speak on the situation. It was reported that Hooters would be rebranding their image because, according to this article, millennials aren't that into boobs anymore. Which, if that's true, has to be a millennial thing, because every Gen Z that I know they like some,
Mondo Gazungas.
But apparently that whole thing was false and that Hooters isn't going anywhere, and Nick himself decided to speak on the situation.
Untouchable. The left will not defeat the great Hooters. There is nothing better than Hooters.
He talks like they were actually going to war. Sounds like he's telling his grandkids the great tale of, the Hooters War of 2022. They just said, hey man, maybe we're not gonna be the titty restaurant anymore. Rest assured, Hooters isn't going anywhere, and neither is Nick, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing. All right, you've had enough of me. Back to me. So I hope you see where I genuinely thought that this could be a satire account. Nick is such an over-exaggerated character. My brain can barely comprehend if he's being serious or not. Even when Nick tries to talk about serious politics, half of the shit that he says is just, oh, I bet they're a beta male that's never been to Hooters before. I'm not completely dismissing the theory that Nick was just beaten so badly by a kangaroo that he fucking respawned at a Hooters in Tallahassee. Well, he's your problem now. Good luck, mate. So I guess if you're ever down in the dumps and you need something to cheer you up, put down the phone, put down the Fortnite controller, pick up a Bible, throw a football, Buy a Trump NFT, which is a thing now, I guess. Have Bible study at Hooters with the boys. Close the night out in prayer. You hold hands with your boys while they stand really close to you. And you can smell that new cologne that they got. And you peek over and, you know, he's side-eyeing you while you pray, even though you know he shouldn't be.
Be who you are, for you.
So anyways, I think that's everything from me. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Make sure you leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video, or if you have any video topics that you want me to cover in the future. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, because it means the world to me. It makes me very happy, and you don't want to deal with me crying. If you're subscribed, then you're invited to the Bible study at Hooters later. Except the Bible we're going to be discussing is The Weeknd's Dawn FM album. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. So peace out, everyone. I don't use paper straws or drink oat milk or suppo